daughter. Thanks. Hey, Maggie. I've been calling you. Would you mind helping me with the groceries, please? Where's my father? I need to speak with him. He's, up to his neck in a case. I wouldn't count on talking to him anytime soon. Now, we have some groceries in the trunk if you wouldn't mind helping me. Hi there.
Oh, Maggie, darling, good. I'm glad I caught you. Maggie, I don't want you to believe a thing that Cass and Frankie are telling you.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I can just imagine the things they're saying, honey, and I just want you to know that I can explain.
I don't understand. What did Cass and Frankie have to tell me?
How is she?
She's doing much better. Her blood pressure's back to normal.
She fainted dead away last night, right in the middle of being interrogated at headquarters.
Look straight ahead. Yeah, well, she just needs to go home and get some rest and relaxation.
Well, unfortunately, the cops aren't finished with us yet. We have to go back for more questioning this morning.
Well, I'll see what I can do about getting the paperwork put through. Feel better.
Thank you.
Please don't make me go back in there. I can't answer any more questions today, please.
Donna.
Good morning. I'm here to escort Donna to headquarters.
Hey.
Hey.
Come on in. How you doing?
Good.
Hey.
Look at you. You look really professional.
Yeah, well, I only changed about 10 times.
First day jitters?
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to disappoint Mr. Hutchins. You know, it was so great of him to give me this job as his secretary. So what's this meeting about, huh?
My sister's coming home.
That's right. Today's the day.
Yeah, it's like this covert operation, you know, so keep it under your hat. But seriously, I mean, who knows what Grant would do if he knew Vicky was coming to Bay City. That's why Mr. Hutchins wants to discuss every single detail.
Ah, Mr. Terry.
Hey.
Prompt. I like that.
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Hutchins?
Very well, thank you. I trust your father will be joining us?
Well, no, actually. See, he hasn't been home in a couple of days. I have no idea where he is.
Shelley?
Hey, John. Hi. If you're here to see Charlene, I understand from Rita that she's taking the morning off.
Okay, well, thanks. I gotta go. I got a meeting with Carl over at Corey's place.
Isn't Vicky coming home today?
Well, actually, yeah, she is, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell anybody. That's what this meeting's about. We're trying to figure out how to keep Grant from finding out where Vicky and the kids are.
Hey, Josie.
John? I'm just leaving a note for Mama.
How is she? She doing all right?
Not really. She had a close call last night.
What happened?
Well, thanks to your brother here, she was almost arrested for aiding and abetting the flight of a material witness.
What's this big thing Cass and Frankie are supposed to have told me?
Oh, well. Oh, you mean Frankie's not gloating over there? Because she's responsible, you know, for Felicia, well, giving me the proverbial pink slip.
You got my mother fired from Wallingford's?
Can you imagine? I mean, I couldn't afford this dive as it was. Now I've had to throw myself on that cow of a landlord who's given me 24 hours to get out of here. Maggie, if you care at all about your mother, you'll come right over here. Oh, and darling, bring your credit cards.
Is what Cecile says true?
The truth is, your mother brought this on herself.
How? What happened?
I would really rather not get into that. So, would you please help me with the groceries?
Forget the groceries, Frankie. I think my mother being thrown on the street is just a little more important than Charlie's ice pops. She brought this on herself. Whatever she did, she doesn't deserve to get fired. But you maneuvered this whole thing to get at me, didn't you?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
For crying out loud, Maggie, if I wanted to get back at you, which I don't, I would hardly bother to use Cecile. It's obvious you don't give a damn about her. I happen to love my mother very much, and I'll prove it.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. Now help me with the groceries.
Oh, and listen, Cass and I will have to speak to you later tonight about something, so make yourself available. Maxed out, over my credit limit, canceled.
Try to take it easy. You have to cooperate with the police.
We'd like to begin the questioning as soon as possible.
I can't do it.
It's okay. You just have to hold on a little longer.
Where's Michael?
Well, he went back to your place to pick up a few things for you. He'll be back soon. Just try to relax for a minute, okay? I want to talk to Detective Carlino. May I speak to you outside?
Sure.
All right?
Yeah.
You can see what kind of shape she's in. Can't you guys question her here instead of dragging her over to the precinct?
Cass, McNamara is in no mood to cut her any slack, all right? Especially after the way she disappeared on us.
I thought we cleared all of that up.
Cass, Donna knew that the Bay City PD was looking for her to answer questions as to why she threatened Blair Baker and what she was doing on the dock the night that Courtney was killed.
What do you say? You think that she murdered Blair Baker and Courtney Evans?
Yeah, come in.
Hi.
Hi, Felicia. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure.
Hi, listen, I wanted to give you this check personally.
Oh, Gabe. Oh, I should be thanking you. I mean, really, this is very generous of you.
Well, the men and women of this department feel very strongly about this donation. Everyone agreed that supporting a battered women's shelter in the memory of Courtney Evans is a great idea, and we all wanted to help.
I can't believe all the response we're getting. Contributions just keep rolling in.
Well, it's great. It's a shame that it took the death of a promising young doctor to bring this attention to light.
Yes, I know. I know you probably can't tell me, but any new leads in this investigation?
Well, we're working on a few things right now. It's just too early to say.
Okay. I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks, I'll walk you out.
Oh, okay. Gabe, I really want to thank you again. I know this is going to do so much good.
Good, good. Listen, have you heard anything from that beautiful daughter of yours?
Well, they're really overworking her at the conference.
Yeah.
And she said if I saw you that I should give you a big hug and a kiss, but I'm not going to inflict that on
Wait a minute. Come on.
What?
From your daughter? Let's go. Deliver.
Oh, she'll be thrilled.
What did you do now, Mike?
What the hell do you care?
He was hiding out with Donna at some dive hotel when the police wanted to question her about the murders on the docks, and he got Mama to help him.
You're unbelievable.
Hey, she was in no
Frank,
danger.
you're into
Stop!
enough.
Don't! She was in no danger of being arrested at any time.
Michael, that is not true. But at least we got to question Donna without incriminating Mama.
You're lucky Josie was there to clean up your mess for
How
you.
dare you criticize what I'm doing?
Okay. I didn't come here to feed the madness. I just came to leave a note for Mama to tell her it's okay. She's not going to get charged with aiding and abetting the flight of a material witness. I don't know about you, though, Michael.
Everybody knows that you brought Donna in here under an assumed name and then somehow got Rita to help you put her in quarantine.
I was trying to help a sick woman. I care about Donna. I care about Charlene, too.
Yeah, if you cared so much about her, you never would have gotten her involved in this.
Well, I gotta get downstairs. Detective Carlina's waiting for me. We're taking Donna over to the station to finish questioning her.
Josie, do you have to? I thought I was in the hospital all last night.
Yes, Michael, we do have to. Because now we can't trust that she won't take off.
All right. Just, would you tell her that I'll be down there soon, please?
Why did you have to drag Charlene into this?
I was trying to help my ex-wife I care about.
Josie was upset enough after what happened between you and Charlene. You didn't need to make things worse.
Come on, man, are you gonna hammer me about that for the rest of my life?
I'll tell you this, Mike. I'm certainly not going to forget it.
Mother?
Oh, good, Maggie. You're here, darling.
Where are you going?
Back to Europe, actually. An old friend, the Viscount de Portales, he's asked me to summer with him at his estate.
You're actually leaving Bay City?
Well, of course, Maggie. I mean, I have no options left. You know, I have no job, no money, no home. Why does this surprise you?
You've been threatening to skip town ever since you came to Bay City, but somehow you always managed to stick around.
Well, now, there's really nothing to keep me here.
Just me.
Oh, right, Mag. I forgot how much you enjoy my company. Maggie, you and I just... Honey, don't worry about a thing, okay? You're gonna be fine, and you'll be well taken care of wherever you end up or wherever you go.
What do you mean, wherever I go?
I just meant... I know that you've been unhappy living at Cass and Frankie's, and that you've been talking to Rachel and Carl about moving back into the mansion. And that's where you should be, darling. You're too much like me to tolerate suburbia.
Come to think of it, there's nothing keeping me at Bay City either. I have a great idea, Mother. Why don't you take me with you?
What? Oh, Maggie, that, well, darling, there's nothing I'd like more than to live with you in Europe.
So you've said 1,000,000 times. Now's your chance to prove it.
All right. I don't see why we can't do that. Now, we can't impose on the Viscount, though. And don't even think, Maggie, of using your trust fund to support us.
Mother.
No. I won't even hear of it. Maggie, how much are you making in dividends these days?
What?
I mean, how much do you get monthly?
Not enough to rent you a villa on the Riviera, if that's what you mean. I can't even touch the majority of my inheritance till I'm practically an old maid.
Now, are you sure about, absolutely sure? I mean, you can't dip into it?
It's not a swimming pool, Mother. I have another idea. How about I take this place and tell everyone you're vacationing somewhere and you'll be back any day?
Oh, that's great, darling. It sounds fabulous.
So you'll do that for me? You'll call Cass and Frankie and tell him that I'm old enough to live on my own?
Okay, let's see. That's it. We're all settled. Okay, well, I'm glad you came by, sweetheart. It was, I think we're getting so good at spending quality time with each other. Oh, don't even tell me this.
What is it?
Oh, after everything I've been through. I mean, I can't believe it. I've been robbed. Maggie, do you think, darling, you could lend me whatever cash you have to tide me over until I get on the Viscount's tab? And those credit cards, darling, that I asked you to bring on the phone, I'll pay, of course, whatever bill I happen to run up.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I knew you'd come through for me. Maggie, where did you get these?
Hey, Cass. Hey, Michael. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. Would you like one?
No, thank you very much. I'm just going to bring Donna her clothes. But Did the police have to question her again? She got sick after McNamara questioned her last night.
I tried to reason with Joe, but he's got his orders. They're not going to let her out of their sight.
Well, tell me the truth. I mean, how does it look for her?
All she can do is cooperate. And promise me you won't take off with her like that again.
I won't. All right, I did it one time. I won't make that mistake again,
Good.
I promise you. Look, I got to go to a meeting at the Corys. Are you going to be there for her questioning?
I made a commitment to help Donna, so I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you later.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Day is going from bad to worse.
Really? Well, look, I tell you what. I brought you some fresh clothes and some stuff. Why don't you maybe take a shower and change your clothes? You'll feel better.
Donna, you don't have time for a shower.
Hey, would you cut her some slack, please?
Just keep an eye on the two of them, all right?
Don't worry, I will.
All right, I'm heading back to headquarters to tell McNamara you bring them over for questioning, all right?
Okay.
You forgot my loofah.
No, well, I'll tell you what. I'll talk to the nurse on the way out. I'm sure they might have one here somewhere, huh?
Okay, Donna, we really need to get a move on here, so why don't you just get in the bathroom and get ready?
Look, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go to the...
Please don't leave me now, Michael.
Donna, I have that meeting over at the Corys. Remember, we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna do about Grant and
Just
stuff.
please make sure Victoria gets home safely.
I will.
So what, Michael, Vicky's on her way home?
Yes, Victoria's on her way home, but for a short period of time, and no one is supposed to know about it, so I would really appreciate it if you keep it under your hat.
Kind of like you did with Donna's whereabouts?
Yeah, Josie, kind of like that.
You know, Michael, I'm a cop. I'm trying to conduct a murder investigation. I would appreciate just a little bit of cooperation from you.
And I from you, Josie.
Michael?
Michael is really late.
Well, I'm sure your father will be here. Mr. Hutchins is on the phone right now. I think he's talking to Jake.
Yeah. Hope everything's okay.
Well, I think it's great that you're here.
Yeah, well, anytime I get to see you is a bonus.
No, I mean, I think it's great that you're here for your family. I can tell you really care about your sister. It's nice.
Yeah. Vicky's great. I can't wait for you to meet her. But she's had a pretty lousy year. I just don't want to see her life get any worse. You know, with you working 2 jobs and me busy at the Herald and helping out my sister, we're not gonna have much time together.
Well, I think we're just gonna have to find moments like this.
You know, I was hoping we could get some time, alone.
I'd love that.
Nick, I see you've made yourself comfortable.
Well, Mr. Hutchins, here's your coffee for the meeting, and I'm gonna check on that correspondence you wanted me to file.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. A lovely, capable girl.
Yeah, Sophia's the best.
Right. To work. Now, where's your father?
He should be here any minute.
That was indeed Jake on the telephone. He and Victoria are winging their way to Bay City even now.
Oh, that's great.
Vicky's coming home.
Yes, indeed, my darling. Wonderful news.
Yeah, even if it's just long enough to pick up the kids and then she's gone again. I mean, if we can pull that off.
Carl, what are you planning? Josie, Michael forgot to bring me my nail polish. I wonder if you have any.
Donna, cops don't carry cosmetics as standard equipment.
Well, I can't be seen with my nails like this.
I see. You know, they look great. Next thing I want a pedicure.
I've already missed my cucumber mask.
Donna, if you want to go over for questioning with the green face, be my guest, but I don't think it's going to help your case any.
My case? My case you already have me tried and convicted.
Trust me, we could charge you with obstruction of justice for the amount of time you're taking to get made up.
Could you just ask the nurse to bring me a tranquilizer, please?
Donna, just breathe, relax. You're
No,
gonna
I'm
be
serious.
fine.
I'm going to
You are.
faint.
Okay. Have it
Please
your
hurry.
way. All right.
Please.
Sure, got it. Donna, this is just as I figured. You trying your little fugitive act again?
Oh, I suddenly felt better again.
Great. Let's go. Come on.
I forgot my makeup kit.
Donna? Okay, look, you are really trying my patience now. Do you want me to take you away in handcuffs? Is that what you wouldn't dare do? Try me. Let's go. Come on, Donna.
Hey. I object to you manhandling my client like
Counselor,
this.
your client just tried to escape again.
Donna, we've been over this 1,000 times. If you don't cooperate with the police, it makes you look guilty.
I already told them everything I know. Now you just have to get me out of this gas. Please
I
don't make
promise
me go
you that
there again.
everything will be better once we get the questioning over with.
I just need to lie down. I've got to rest.
Hey, get a hold of yourself. Donna. Anyone who knows Donna Love knows how strong you are. You can get through this.
Look, I'm so sorry I'm late. Really,
Come in,
sir.
come in.
Look, I'm sorry. I had a long night with Donna.
Time to plot. Time to plan, okay? We three are gathered to help and assist Victoria. That is our only priority.
I understand that once she gets off that plane, she's going to be served with a summons from Grant. And I understand the need to protect her, but it sounds to me as though you're planning to take that child away from his father.
Look, the situation is not black or white here, but I'm going to have to stand behind my daughter, right?
And I do believe that blood is the first consideration.
This just doesn't feel right to me.
Well, how's this for a compromise then, darling? Once we have whisked Victoria and the children safely away from Bay City, only after that, we will then talk to Grant. We'll persuade him to drop his court order, and we will then discuss a limited, supervised visitation. How's that?
Then you're using the child to blackmail Grant.
Rachel, excuse me. You know, we're old friends, so I feel I can state the obvious here. We're not even talking about your kid.
Yes, I realize that. I think under the circumstances, I will leave this discussion.
Well, you see, my wife is an idealist. She believes in miracles. She believes in forgiveness. And I'll tell you, son, I can't. You didn't know, my lad. But I tell you this, it's impossible to believe that he and Grant were brothers. Right?
Yeah, well, so were Cain and Abel.
Hello, you.
Hello yourself. Sorry.
This is a nice surprise.
Well, I needed to get out of the hospital. What a miserable morning.
Dr. Hudson, I didn't think I'd run into you here.
Hello, Dr. Newman.
I've been up all night working on my presentation for the Resident Review Board. Double cappuccino?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. Yeah, it should be a real knockout. Morgan won't know what hit him.
I wouldn't underestimate Dr. Winthrop.
I'll do some book shopping.
Good idea. You know what? I've got something for you.
No.
I do.
Really?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Turn around and close your eyes.
Oh, John, what have you done?
Well, just something a little fun here that I think that maybe you will enjoy.
What?
Okay, you can open. I had a clasp on it.
Thank you.
Isn't it nice?
Very nice. Gold is your color.
Well, we sort of think it's a good luck charm.
Oh, how so?
Well, actually, we found it in a fish when we caught one.
You're kidding.
No.
No, actually, Felicia is an expert with the rod and reel.
Well, you should go fishing more often.
Yeah.
It looks very nice on you.
Thank you. So, come on. Tell me, what happened this morning?
No, it's just my brother again. He's making my life difficult.
did he do this time?
Nearly got Charlene arrested. Mike has been trying to hide Donna from the police. He brought her into the hospital and even got Rita to put her in quarantine.
But what does that have to do with Charlene?
No, it didn't take Mike long to drag Charlene right into the middle of this. I mean, she could have been arrested for aiding and abetting the flight of a material witness.
Is that what started the fight? I hope you didn't break up furniture again.
No, that's more of an annual thing. You did think about it, though.
Are you aware that every time Michael gets near Charlene, you get jealous?
No, sweetheart. This is not about jealousy. It's just that Mike keeps crossing the line. He put Josie in an impossible position. What if she'd had to arrest her own mother?
I just don't think it's healthy for you to be fighting with your brother like this.
Well, you ought to leave Charlene alone.
You've really got to let this go, John.
You're right.
Can you do it? Can you?
When I look into your eyes, I know I can. You know, it seems that if ever I get sad or anxious, all I have to do is think about you. And I'm just fine.
I thought I was the only one who knew that trick.
Mm-mm.
Whenever I want to get my equilibrium back, I just think of a certain doctor that I know.
You know what I'd like to do right now?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Uh-huh.
I'm awfully glad I came here today.
I am too.
I really needed to forget about,
Michael?
Uh-huh.
Right. What about phase two? So say you smuggle Victoria and the boys out of the airport. But then what? Where'd you take them?
Take him to Jake's. He's got a security system you won't believe. I've seen it myself. We can talk to the kids all we want.
Mr. Hutchins.
That sounds good.
An urgent message from Corey Publishing just came in for you.
I'm sorry, gents. This is something that requires immediate attention. Michael, call me if you need me.
All right.
And please see yourself out.
Thank you. Well, Sophia, how long have you worked for Carl Hutchins?
This morning. So far, it's going pretty good.
Good. I guess, well, you two are dating again. Joe must have given his okay for that to happen, yeah?
Yeah, he sure did. It's unbelievable.
Well, I have to get back to work, so it's nice seeing you again. See
Nice
you later.
seeing you. Bye.
Yeah. So I've been wondering where you were the last couple of days.
Well, you work for the Herald. I figured you'd know that the police picked Donna up for questioning last night.
Yeah, I mean, is she actually a suspect in this murder investigation?
Well, they just want to talk to her about what she might have seen or heard down on the docks the night that Courtney was killed.
Yeah, well, Chris Madison said the fact that she disappeared made it look like she had something to hide.
And what the hell does Chris Madison know? I mean, Donna, she's kind of had a nervous breakdown. She's having blackouts. She's not well, so I've been taking care of her.
You helped her hide out where the cops were looking for her?
Yeah, there's some things that she can't explain, and some things I can't explain either.
This is great. What if by the time Vicky gets home, her mother's in the slammer on
Don't you
suspicion
worry.
of murder?
Don't you worry. As long as Victoria's in town, I am going to keep her mother out of trouble.
Come on, Donna.
Good work, Watts. Miss Love, what took you so long?
I have to reiterate how stressful this repeated questioning has been for my client. She had to be hospitalized after last night's interrogation.
How are you feeling today, ma'am?
I'll be just fine as soon as you people stop badgering me.
We are making a good faith effort to cooperate with you.
I appreciate that, Counselor. And in order to make Miss Love feel a little bit more comfortable, we'll do the interrogation in my office today. Officer Carlino, will you please settle them in my office?
Sure, right this way.
Captain, if we could arrest someone for looking guilty, Donna Love would be doing hard time.
Did she attempt to flee?
Attempt? Oh, yeah. It was pathetic. First, she tries to fake a nervous collapse. Then, she tries to take off. And when I finally got her out of there, she almost got hysterical.
Sounds like she's about to crack.
She's definitely hiding something. And even without hard evidence, I got a hunch we got our killer.
Oh, I'm gonna really need this for my rounds. Thanks. It's a real shame about Courtney Evans. She was a fine intern. Would have made a good resident.
Courtney was an exceptional young woman.
Good cause.
You know, it was Morgan whose idea this was to start this women's shelter in Courtney's memory.
Yeah, it was a tragic loss, especially for the hospital. Well, thank you, Miss Gallant.
You're welcome.
See you back at the hospital, Dr. Hudson.
So long.
Poor Morgan, huh?
Courtney's death really puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
I just hope that Morgan can somehow get through all of this.
Well, raising money for a good cause will help, but I don't think that Morgan will rest until the killer is caught.
Raphael, I've been wondering. Well, it's obvious, isn't it? I want to know who had my money all this time and how you managed to get it back.
What difference does it make?
Well, I mean, if it passed through somebody else's hands. I have to know. They may have to be dealt with.
Why does anyone have to be dealt with? I mean, Carl, you got your money back.
They did steal from me. You can't allow that, can you? I mean, it could tempt some people, couldn't it? It could empower them to try again.
Well, with all due respect, Carl, I don't see it that way.
That's interesting. Why not?
Well, because technically, people who stole it from Blair, not you.
Don't play semantics with me. That's playing with words. Now, Raphael, why don't you just tell me the whole story?
Yeah, the whole story is a couple of gang members found the briefcase when Blair got iced.
Yes, you never did say, you know. And how did you manage to get it back?
Well, I was keeping my eyes open like you asked me to, and my suspicions paid off. So the first chance I got, I snuck into their place, you know, raided the joint, and I found your money.
Did you count the contents before you handed me back this briefcase?
Well, I did a quick tab. I mean, obviously some of the money got spent, but hey, what can you do?
Yeah. Yes, right. What can you do?
Which reminds me, today's payday.
Yes, of course it is. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're gonna pay me for the money I just gave you?
I can't very well put this dirty money back into the bank now, can I? I've got to find some use for it. I'll have to spend it somehow. And I'll pay you, for instance, each and every week.
Oh, aren't you a clever little girl? Mary Frances will hardly miss these until it's too late.
Look, Mother, can you please write a letter to Cass giving permission for me to live someplace, anyplace else?
Maggie, what are you going on about? Stop this. This is childish, darling. Really. Oh, now don't cry. What are you going to cry? Maggie, if you cry, the mascara will run. It'll be a mess. Stop, darling. It's too embarrassing. Honey, you'll be fine. Just buck up. Actually, Maggie, you know, you're the lucky one. I mean, look, you know, all you have to do is just wait a few years, and without lifting a finger, you come into a wonderful fortune. But me, oh, I'm doomed to earning my daily baguette by batting my eyelashes at some old poop like the Viscount.
I guess I am better off than you, if you put it that way.
Yeah. Oh, no, darling, you keep that. It's Belgian lace, you know.
It's lovely.
Just something to sorry for being such a wretched mother. Honey, can you ever forgive me for having you kidnapped? And for telling you all those horrible lies? What lies?
Now, after Blair Baker's death, did you attempt to reconcile with Matthew Corey?
I think we would have if Courtney hadn't been playing her damsel in distress act.
You thought it was an act?
Don't answer that question.
Oh, I've been around long enough to recognize a feminine wild when I see it.
I'm sorry. I have to object to this line of questioning.
Cass, we're not in a courtroom, all right? We're just taking her statement.
My client's rights are still protected under the law. It's my opinion that Ms. Love is in no emotional or mental condition to respond cogently.
You told me that this would be over with today.
Yes, I did, Donna.
Miss Love, why did you avoid coming in for questioning? Why did you run away?
I wasn't just running from the police. I was running from my memories. Joe, I think you can relate to this. You seem like a very sensitive man. I was running from a life that had become a nightmare, and from people who no longer love me as they should.
I refuse to allow my client to answer any more of these insinuating questions. This is a waste of my time and hers. If you intend to book her, go ahead. But you can't, can you? Because you don't have any eyewitnesses, no material evidence, no fingerprints to link her to these crimes. What you're trying to do is make a scapegoat of a woman who is completely defenseless. You're trying to satisfy the public and the media who are clamoring for a suspect.
Look, Mr.
Well, the
Winthrop.
party is over, and we're out of here.
Rachel, what's this? Where are you going?
Well, I thought under the circumstances, I should leave for a while. I wanted to go and visit with Amanda and Allie.
And do I interpret from this that you're angry with me?
Carl, you know I don't feel right about this scheming over Grant and Vicky. But worse than that, you've been patronizing me. You haven't given any validity to my point of view. And now, on top of everything else, you keep going behind my back.
But I can't do it in front of you, can I?
And that's why I'm leaving.
Raphael, what are you doing?
Just repotting some flowers. What are you doing?
Well, it's pretty hot outside, and I figured maybe you'd like some lemonade or something.
That's really nice of you, Sophia. Thanks.
Sure. So how's that cut on your finger? Are you keeping it covered at all times, like I said?
Yeah, she's doing good. Thanks.
Good.
Thanks again for helping me out.
Sure thing. All right. You know what? Maybe I should take a look at it.
You know, I think that's a good idea. Ooh. I mean, ow. Ow.
That looks all right.
Yeah. Thanks again, Sophia, for everything. You know.
Hey, it's no big deal. I mean, I'm sure if Maggie were here, she'd do the same thing, right?
Oh, I doubt that.
What lies have you told me? Oh, I was hoping to make a clean break. All right. I really should be the one to tell you this. Oh, Maggie, I have no time, but I have to tell you something very important before I get on that plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, weather's a warm 80 degrees. Sky is clear. We're now beginning our final descent into the international terminal. Trans-America Airlines wishes you a pleasant stay in Bay City.
Jake.
You're home, kid.
Can't wait to give my kids a hug, you know?
Oh, man, Stephen and Kirkland have missed you. Hell, half of Bay City's down there waiting for you.
I just hope everybody's okay, you know? Of
Uncle John, Nick, Dad, Mom.
Hey, what the hell happened in there?
They took advantage of our willingness to cooperate.
Excuse me,
I blame myself.
Yeah, Carter.
Can I close the file on that hit and run? We never found the fabric torn from Charlene Hudson's raincoat, and we've got nothing else to ID her assailant.
Well, it wasn't that bad a tear. The edges of the ripped fabric were smooth, and Charlene's raincoat is Gabardine's.
All right, Another World fans, if you can't wait till next week to find out what's happening on your favorite soap, then call NBC Soap Phone right now. Dial 1-900-680-4NBC. Each call costs $1 per minute.
I don't find it in me to forgive Grant Harrison.